Not the worst spot to be, but
we have to really. You want to know if Mark really thinks about how?
I like the Eagles quarterback.
What do I really think about
now? You want to know what he really thinks about how we have to go check out the tape of what Mark said when the Eagles got him. When the Eagles had him. Let's go see what Mark said. I don't remember what he said.
Okay.
Guys that play with the Eagles stink, and then all of a sudden they get to Dallas. They're not so bad, right, Mark?
Hey, he's
Christian Parker. Who the hell is that? I'm going to build this. Let me make a shirt. The guy hasn't coached one play. I'm going to make a shirt.
Oh, wait a minute. I know you're not talking. You just finished the live stream where you've already said you've won the A.J. Brown trade.
He hasn't even been traded yet. Either way, no matter that's right. No matter how, no matter what happens, you understand we win.
The thought of
we've won. We've won.
How have you won it?
Because no matter what, the Eagles are going to get what they want. And if they don't trade him, guess what? He stays. And if he stays, they're better. You can't lose. They can't lose. Now you got teams like Kansas City want to get involved. The Rams are circling back at it. Guess what? This is going to end up being a bidding war. And then you got the Patriots. Well, the Patriots, dude, they're going to have a tough season. They got to play teams over 500, and this Vrabel thing ain't going anywhere. So to me, the Eagles are in a situation where if Howie just sticks to his guns, at worst case scenario, A.J. Brown's on this team next year. And to me, that's a win. So I don't think we can lose.
How about if the Commanders called? Would you move him in division?
2027 first and a 2028 first. You have to pay a division tax. I believe I'm a big believer in division tax.
You ain't getting that.
Okay, guys. I got
a couple stays.
No.
I got a couple questions. 2026 Big Sills questions here. Sean Mannion, for you first, Philly. How big of a question mark is he going into 2026?
I think it's a really fair question mark. I would put him as probably my second biggest question mark on this team. I think the offensive line itself and the health is one. And then I would say him, because we don't know what he's going to be. I have a lot of high hopes. I'm hearing a lot of great things, but until we're on the field, we don't know, So I think it's fair to say it's a fair question mark. We don't know.
How about you on Christian Parker as a defensive coordinator? I mean, really, since Dan Quinn has left the building, it's kind of wobbled a little bit. And then last year's guy didn't get a lot of help after you obviously moved off of Michael Parsons. So what do you think of Christian Parker and the question marks on him going into this year?
Well, here's the thing. He's either going to sink or swim with what he wants to do. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They are letting him definitely do the shopping of the groceries on this thing. And they are supporting him completely. When you look at our draft, it pretty much was all defense. When you look at just bringing in Jalen Thompson this past week, they're bringing in, I'm not going to say the top tier free agents and trades, but they're getting, like Seattle did last year, they're getting a lot of depth. They're getting a lot of players that can actually play. And he's got a vision, and they're buying into it. So it's going to be, he's not having anybody look over his shoulder. You're the guy. You are the captain running this ship right now. I don't know if that's the same for Mannion, because you kind of have Dracula sitting over his shoulder there, kind of doing the prevent offense, as Philly.500 likes to say. So how much control and latitude is he going to have to run his offense?
All right, Philly. My number 2 is the quarterback. We're going to go to the quarterbacks here now. Jalen Hurts.
Okay, the
Jalen Hurts with this new offense, this new coordinator, this new approach, and these new weapons. Like on May 13th, I'm with you. I don't know. I have no idea. This is a kind of, I don't know how deep they're going to go into the approach. A lot of things were said about the quarterback a year ago, maybe not buying in to Kevin Patullo. By the way, Kevin Patullo taking victory laps about.
Did you see that? There's no doubt that was the leaker. That was the rat all along. Yeah. There's no doubt in my mind after I heard that.
Yeah.
Rat.
So what do you make it a quarter? I mean, how do you think he does this year? Again, with a new coordinator. Everyone tells me that the Seahawks are going to take a step back because they lost Clint Kubiak. Well, I mean,
I don't think so.
Okay, okay. How do you think this is going to look with all these new moving parts?
I mean, I think probably the Eagles don't play any preseason games, so we need to probably about 6 weeks to get going. I think it'll be something that develops over the course of the year. I don't expect them to come out red hot, but I actually think that the things and the changes they're making, the short passing game and maybe throwing over the middle, I think those are things that Jalen has been crying for that's been ignored because they say, oh, well, he can't do it, or they think whatever Nick has thought. So I think that's why we're getting reports that he's buying into it so much and he likes it. And Jalen has a way of answering critics on years, especially where there's a lot of negativity towards him. So I think he has a big year. I think he's going to have a big year.
What's the encore for Dak in 2026?
Actually, I'm hoping that he has a Jalen Hurts type season. And by that, I mean that it's not all I've got to throw for 4,500 yards, 36 TDs for us to be successful. What I would like to see is a well-rounded team. If I look back at Tony Romo's best statistical year, it was when DeMarco Murray rushed for 1,800 yards. He only threw for about 3,500, but he had 35 TDs and only like 9 interceptions because you had to worry about stopping the run. He wasn't put all on him, and the defense took the ball away, and they were second in taking the football away. So that's what I'm actually hoping.
We've got truth. Dak, he would rather Dak be like Jalen Hurts. You heard that
I said
here.
Have a Jalen Hurts like
I rather like Jalen Hurts like season. Thank you.
Well, I tell you what,
I've been saying. He just blew you up, Sills. Time for a divorce.
Okay.
Divorce this guy. Divorce him.
Okay,
he just threw you under the bus, Sills.
My response.
Yeah, that's what I thought, Mark. That's what I thought. White rerun. Yeah.
How successful do you think you would be if you required Jalen Hurts to throw about 450, 500 times in a season?
They'd be 5
I don't
wins.
think many teams. I don't think many quarterbacks. Maybe Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes.
No,
that's
right.
about right.
Josh Allen's not winning
right.
Super
You'd be the
Bowls
Bengals.
with that either.
That's right. So when we talk about all these, he threw 4,000 yards, got all these stats. To me, it doesn't do anything for me because Dak's not playing. Yeah. He's on the couch next to Mark every year.
Oh, wait a minute. But when Philly says that, and he goes, "I don't care about all these stats and all these passing."
He just cares about winning. I agree.
Okay, but wait a minute, Mark. Well, then why are you making all these cosmetic facelift changes? I mean,
because did you watch the offense over the? Have you watched the offense last year?
Okay,
I mean, what do you mean?
Okay, I'll tell you exactly. Last 5 years, you're 50-18 with the same shitty style of play. You went to 2 Super Bowls, and all of a sudden, now you want to do something completely different from that.
No, I don't think it's going to change to that level. I don't think that's what we're seeing.
I think it's I do
not think they are going like complete West Coast offense or anything.
So wait a minute.
I think it's going to be very simple. There's going to be a lot of things that they've done and Jalen has done well. I think what you're going to see is the coaches that can put receivers in positions to be open, and they're going to let the quarterback utilize the field, and hopefully this stupid Nick Sirianni prevent offense will stay the hell away from everything. And if he does, I think we'll be fine. I don't think it's changing as much. Have you seen Saquon Barkley, by the way? He looks like 20 pounds lighter. I thought he was a little heavy last year, and I think he's setting up for another big year.
Okay. All right.
And let me say, I got one thing Mark said earlier that bothers me. He said America's team. Yeah, well, one really bad thing. He said America's team. The Eagles are America's team. I mean, Dallas, nobody even if they're going to send somebody to Europe, they send the Eagles. They're going to send you to Brazil, they send the Eagles. Dallas hasn't played, international games since 2014.
Playing the Sunday night?
Eagles have played 3. The Eagles have played 3. They promote us. They promote the NFL with the Eagles, not the stinking Cowboys. Who's America's team? My ass.
Cowboys are going to have.
So when the Thanksgiving game record gets broken,
you better eat Thanksgiving on Wednesday, Mark. Better eat Wednesday. Feed your fat face on Wednesday because Thursday is going to be a miserable day for you, buddy.
We're going to have a smoked turkey out there. We're going to have a ham.
You better not eat. I better not see Mark eating stuff in his face on camera.
We're going to have
no mashed potatoes, dude. Celebrate on Wednesday.
You think you guys
cook on Wednesday? I'm trying to tell you, cook on Wednesday.
You think you guys could? You think you could sweep them this year?
I think we will.
You're going to sweep the Eagles this year.
You don't even
We were
believe it.
CeeDee Lamb drop away from sweeping them last year.
Oh, well, I could say we were 21-0 below Nick Sirianni prevent offense from sweeping you. We were up 21-0. We left the game. We took the foot off the gas. We shut the whole car down, Sills.
At the end of the day, is there an asterisk there that says, "Oh, well, we just gave up"?
You're the one that just said we were CeeDee Lamb and drop away. You just said we were CeeDee. You started it. You started it. You said that we were CeeDee Lamb would drop away from sweeping us. Well, we were 20-0.
Hey, wait a minute. Philly. Okay. Why do you tell me this? Why is it that a coach with that kind of resume in Nick Sirianni, why is he looked at as not being one of the better coaches in the National Football League? There was just, by the way, Fox came out. He's number 2 on the hot seat going into 2026.
Because they're too talented to have, in recent years, this is a team that's gone to 2 Super Bowls in 4 years. You know, I'm sorry, but that's not easy to do. 2 Super Bowls in 4 years, you win one, but in between you have a historic collapse, and you had a collapse. Last year was a collapse too. For the first 8 weeks, we were the number 1 seed, and then we blew it. And I think that the perception is that here's a guy that his off can't call plays, and his team wins in spite of him. And I think that's how people see it. That's kind of how I see it.
You know what it is? Your GM is what Jerry Jones thinks he is. People look at him and he ended up, I mean, let's be real. Howie Roseman is getting the talent. And as Jerry Jones said, with the talent I put on the field, any number of 500 coaches could win it all. And when you look at what Howie Roseman has done, he puts some great players. I mean, you had the perfect storm there as far as your roster went. Your offensive line was like the 90s Cowboys. You had Saquon Barkley that you brought in, 2,000 yards. Jalen Hurts didn't have to throw 4,000 yards. He had great receivers. And was that Nick Sirianni, or was that the front office that just had more talent than anybody else? That's why Nick Sirianni doesn't get respect.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think front office is a big part of it, and I think Vic Fangio on the defense solidified. That was big for us too.
Mark, do you know why the Cowboys haven't won a Super Bowl in 30 years, 30 plus years? Let me tell you here.
Jones' ego.
Well, no. Here, that is it. But here's why: you have not had a football head coach in that building since Parcells. And I think if he would have left Parcells alone, Parcells would have won a Super Bowl there. But, I mean, outside of Parcells, and listen, Dave Campo, I love. He coached me at Miami. He's a great guy.
Mm-hmm.
Campo, Changeli. I mean, all these other guys. Jason Garrett's. Listen to what Philly.500's guys done. Philly.500 guys, since Jeffrey Lurie has owned the football team, every single coach since 2000 he's had has a 500 or better winning record, including Chip Kelly. He's made the right hires. My only question with him, though, Philly, is this. He's too knee-jerk. Like, how do you know what Brian Johnson would have evolved into being an offensive coordinator if you left him in the building? I mean, you won't let anybody develop as a coach on offense at all whatsoever. How can you develop the quarterback if you can't develop a coordinator?
I think that's fair. I think that he can be knee-jerk reaction sometimes. Sometimes I actually like that, But yeah, like I thought Doug Peterson shouldn't have gotten fired. The guy had just won a Super Bowl, been to a bunch of playoffs, and I thought they pulled the plug on him too much. But I think that a lot of that stems because I think Howie and the whole Chip Dip Kelly, when they had that whole power struggle, I think the way Howie has set it up, I don't think they're going to allow a coach to come in and strong arm them in any way. Tell them what to draft, how to do it, who they want. I think that when those things happen, guys go. I mean, Nick falls in the line. You see Nick sitting there at the press conference? He's like this.
Yeah.
He doesn't say nothing. because he knows better.
He's a puppet.
How he runs the show.
Absolutely. Mark, not named Dak, who is the most important Dallas Cowboy this coming 2026 season if you guys are going to have great success?
I'm going to say Tyler Guyton, our left tackle. We need him to turn the corner and actually be like a first-round draft pick. You pointed it out. Dak Prescott is not a spring chicken, and it's only going to take one blindside hit to destroy a season.
I think it's Williams. I think Williams has to have a big run game. Dude,
if Tyler Guyton has a great season, he will.
15, 1,600 yards. I'll tell you what, that kid you drafted a year ago, was he a Bama kid, that offensive guard you drafted?
Tyler Booker. Oh, dude, he's going to be a beast.
Dude, you know what? He may turn out to be the best offensive guard in the NFC East.
And on the other side of him, you've got Tyler Smith, who is pretty good himself.
For you, Philly, not named Jalen Hurts, who is the most important Philadelphia Eagle in 2026?
Can I pick two guys? I think Landon Dickerson. I think you gotta that offensive line has got to return to form on some level. Otherwise, I think you're gonna have the same problems. I really think we could talk about all the changes on offense, but that offensive line has to be better than it was here.
All right, so I'll leave you with this, guys. And I'm going to ask Philly this. And then I'll ask you, Mark. So if you were really picking the best quarterback in the NFC East, okay, and you had to start your football team with this guy, who would you really take?
Well, what's my number one goal of picking a team? It's simple. I want to win every year. I want to win a Super Bowl. I want to be in the big game. So I got to go Jalen Hurts because I know he gives me the best chance to win. Week in and week out in pressure situations. Oh, of course I do. 1,000%.
Hang on. Do you believe that anybody in the National Football League would draft Jalen Hurts in an all-out draft that they were drafting quarterbacks over Dak?
If your priority is to win in the playoffs and win Super Bowls and championships, yes. Why wouldn't you?
Because
what do you mean? No,
he's limited.
Well, I'm telling you right now, I know you guys think this, but if Dak Prescott's on that team that went to the Super Bowl and won it, they don't win. They don't win with Dak.
Then why are they doing all these schematic changes then if they're doing so well?
I don't think, like I said, I don't think it's nearly as bad as you think it's going to be.
Mark, obviously,
I want to win. I want to win. I want to win. And that's right. Pick Dak, and you're going to be right on the couch in December and January every year. Do you guys want to win or not?
They want Hurts to play like Dak now.
Nobody.
They want him to spread the ball around.
They don't want him.
You hired Sean McVay.
You've got to spread the ball. You think they should be happy with the offense that they had last year? You think that was good enough? You think they should stick with that pathetic crap that we watched every week?
NFL team that is changing with an established quarterback that has had the kind of success that Jalen Hurts has schematically, where you're asking Joe Burrow to run Lamar Jackson's offense.
There's only one quarterback that could do it, and that's Jalen Hurts, because he's had to do it pretty much every year of his career.
Can I ask a question here? Sure. When you look at the offensive talent that the Eagles had last year versus the offensive talent that the Cowboys had, who do you think had better talent?
The Eagles.
The Eagles should have been on paper.
The Cowboys had what rated offense versus
you had a better coordinator.
Yeah, but your rankings
because your guy had better talent.
I'm just saying, but your rankings are skewed because you were giving up so many points and had no choice but to go out there and throw the ball and put up numbers. Because look, Mark, you were getting 30 points. Teams were scoring 30 plus points every week on you. You had no choice but to go out and try to score. You didn't have to do that.
Okay, Philly, would you take Sam Darnold over Lamar Jackson because he won a Super Bowl?
No, because Lamar has won 2 MVPs.
Okay.
So I think it's fair. But I think he has a track record of stuff.
He's 28. He's 28-6 in the last 2 years, and he's 4-1 in the playoffs now in the last 2 years.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Darnold to me is better than people give him credit for.
He's turned the corner a little bit here with better coaching, right?
2 years in a row on 2 different teams, and then he wins the Super Bowl. I think we should probably give him some sort of respect.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think once he's gotten better coaching, and I'll tell you this, Mark, I mean, Kyle Shanahan or Brian Schottenheimer, I think he's okay.
Okay.
But I don't think he's exceptional.
Time will tell.
You think he's
Imagine
exceptional?
Offense. Listen, last year he had to play the game and let Jerry Jones's guy fall flat on his face.
I get it, but what to Philly's point, a lot of that is playing a lot from behind.
Okay,
Putting up
we'll
a
see.
lot of numbers from being behind.
We'll see.
All right, no. Listen, I'm just saying.
Or I'm not sure if it was always playing from
think,
behind or playing in a track meet. There's a difference between the two.
Do you think Brian Schottenheimer is an NFL head football coach, or do you think he's a really good coordinator?
I think he's an NFL coach. I see the way this.
No, I asked you if you thought he was a really good NFL head coach.
He's had one season so far. I think he's going to be. I think he is a really good coach, and time will tell because his stamp is all over this defensive coordinator and the staff there.
Here's why Sirianni's got problems in Philly. It's because when you think of the Philadelphia Eagles and the face of the Eagles, you know what you think of? You think of Howie. In Philly, when all the things go well, Howie gets the credit. When all the shit hits the fan, Sirianni hits all the shit. The face of that franchise is not the coach. The face of that franchise is the general manager.
I agree. And to me, the criticism's actually fair. I actually think it's fair. Like, I think Nick deserved a lot of the blame for last year.
You don't think he really did enough with the with the talent level here? Dak has had 4,030 touchdown seasons on teams with winning records in those years. The Cowboys were playing with leads. Okay. I'm saying the last couple of years here, they've been playing a lot from behind.
And it's so great. And then he goes to the playoffs. And what does he do?
I think he forces the ball. I think Josh Allen. I think Lamar. I think they all force the ball. I do.
My boy don't. My boy goes and plays.
No, your boy can have 73 yards passing.
My guy's best 2 games of his career is the Super Bowl.
How about this, Mark?
I mean, how many guys can say that?
Mark, have you ever seen a playoff game where a quarterback has 75 net passing yards and they
Are
win?
you talking about a game in which the whole second half was full of snow? Come on, dude. It was snowing. What do you think he's going to do?
Yeah, and get this, Stafford had 400 yards passing in that game.
Guess what? And he didn't need to do anything more. They won.
See,
how many turnovers did he have?
That's my point.
He didn't need to do anything.
That's right. He didn't need to do. He did enough with what he had to do.
The quarterback, Mark.
That game, that's such a horrible game, by the way, to throw him because the guy hurt his leg in that game. They gave him drugs at halftime. You saw him smiling, and it was snowing. Stafford's got an incredible arm, but he didn't do much until the last 3 minutes.
You could have got the Army quarterback to play for the Eagles in that game.
Yeah. Just start cooking Wednesday, Mark. Just start cooking Wednesday.
Oh, boy.
Hey, Philly, last one here, man. Philly, Thanksgiving, dude. What do you think?
Yeah.
What do you think of the Thanksgiving game?
I think it's going to be. I'm going to be loving life. I'm going to win and beat the Cowboys. I'm going to eat some food. I'm going to have gnocchi on the table. I'm going to be ready to go. Are you kidding? It's going to be a great day.
How about Mark for you? What are you looking at for that game?
It's going to be miserable. We're having Eagles for Thanksgiving dinner.
Woo! Big bird.
Yeah, we'll have a big bird there. Yeah.
All right.
All smiles.
Hey, man, I'll tell you what. I can't wait.
On Wednesday.
How many videos today here, Philly, that we're going to see from Mark?
He's probably 4. And then he'll post this later. So he'll repost this later and have some 500 does something. It'll be something ridiculous. I'm sure Mark will probably want to show us his closet later. So he'll probably do a video about that. Show us his closet. Hey guys, this is my closet. Mark Holmes here. I'm in this closet thinking about being in a box. Dak Prescott's been in a box his whole career, and this just isn't fair. It'll be something like that.
Long as I don't see Mark coming
don't
out.
hate the player, man. Don't hate the player.
As long as I don't see it coming out, I'm good with that. How you doing? All right. Hey guys.
I didn't even think of that.
Make sure you guys please check these fabulous content creators out. They are spectacular friends.
Send them Wednesday invitations out, Mark. Wednesday invitations, Mark. Wednesday invitations. Lordy. You ain't going to be having. I don't want you to ruin your Thanksgiving. You're going to ruin your Thanksgiving if you don't. If you eat on Thursday, it's going to be horrible.
Okay. We always eat before the Cowboys game anyway. Okay.
Oh, big old turkey leg,
and after. I can say Mark's going to have eaten. You know what's going to happen, right? Dallas is going to be losing. Mark's going to eat more.
This is what I would suggest for the three of us. Turducken.
There you go.
We should get some turducken for the annual.
Let's do it.
This is going to be, by the way, the ratings for this thing's going to be so freaking insane.
Yeah, 57 million last year with Kansas City. So we're looking at 60 million with Cowboys.
Oh, you're looking north of 60. That number's going to be high, especially if the Eagles and Cowboys both are in this thing. That thing could get 70 million people watching that thing. And there's Philly telling you, make sure you eat on Wednesday, dude, because you don't want you to be with an upset stomach.
I don't want you to be sad. On Thursday. I don't want you to be sad. I don't want his Thanksgiving ruined.
All right, man. Guys, I love you guys, man. Thank you so much.
Love you. Thank you. See you guys.
Great, Mark. Man. Appreciate you guys, man. You guys are wonderful, man. Great stuff as always. Yes, sir. Yes.